My mic was muted. I'm here. Hello. I apologize for that. That's awkward. So we're just waiting for to see if anybody shows up in chat. This is not our usual time, so I realize that this may be a little unexpected for some folks. Let's make sure that this is... Yes, okay. I just followed the link that I tweeted out, and it in fact is leading to this stream. So that's cool. It's cool that technology works sometimes. Hey there! Hey there, Soul Light. Awesome. Glad we've got somebody. Let's go ahead and get started then. So we're here on, what is it, Melemele Island. This is the first island. We have taken care of the only proper trial on the island. And we are now probably going to wrap up this island in this episode. I think there's still like Route 3 and Melemele Meadow and one other thing, the Kahuna battle, and then we'll be good to go. I find that I don't have a very good idea of how long things will take in this game yet. With Let's Go Eevee, I kind of had a better idea because I've played Kanto so many times, and I still have a pretty good sense of how quickly one goes through Kanto. But here, not so much. So anyway, this is our introduction to SOS battles, which are a mechanic that definitely are not annoying. Wherein basically, wild Pokemon can call for backup, and it will turn into a 2-on-1 battle. And if you continue to have them call backup over and over and over, you basically set up a chain, and the wild Pokemon will have better IVs, and they can call in like rare Pokemon if you get lucky. It's also a good way for EV training, if I remember right. Alright, this is a matter of pride at this point. Probably shouldn't have fought these things in the first place, but now that I'm here, I have to continue. I really should have faked out the other one. I'm rusty. So the problem here is that Cutie Fly is part fairy and can paralyze me. And my entire team is dark, which is weak to fairy. So I'm going to try to take care of one of these, and then probably bring in my other flying type to try to... Or my only flying type, but the other Pokemon that has a flying type move, in order to get rid of these things. Man, this is not a good start to the stream. Howdy, Hedgie. Glad you could make it at this different time slot. I checked with Twitter, and apparently a couple people were able to make it, so that's what I went for. There we go. Now don't get paralyzed. Alright, we're good. Okay, so we're just gonna pretend that whole battle never happened. And we're just gonna move on with our lives. Oh man, I don't think there's a crab in here. Oh, there's a crab in here. So for some reason, crabs hide in piles of berries. It seems like kind of an interesting mutation of the like headbutt mechanic, kind of. because you've got wild Pokemon involved with trees. But it's not like, it's just you talk to the berries and sometimes there's a crab there. Just wanted some berries that I'll probably never use. And here I am being attacked. Okay, Donna just keeps bailing us out of every problem. We gotta stop doing that. It's a lot of berries. It's a lot of berries. Alright. Let's heal after all that nonsense. And hey, we'll actually be, like, properly at nighttime for, I think, this entire stream. It's weird because I looked out the window before starting and I was like, oh man, the sun is bright and the sky is blue and everything is clear, and so I should probably close the shades so I don't have a huge glare on me. And then here we go, it's nighttime. Alright, so there are wild birds here. I think stuff like Spearow and Rowlet, maybe Vullaby? Yes, okay. So, we should probably catch this Vullaby, shouldn't we? We've already got Donna as our dark flying, but I feel like a need to catch all the dark types. And again, we used Amanda back in the Black Tube line stream, but it just feels right. Gosh, that's strong. Aww. Sorry, Radicus. Not having a good day. Yeah, Soul Light was here at least. But hey, you know, you snooze, you lose. If you're the only one, then you get to name it. Let's go with Bite, because that'll be not very effective. You can whittle. Whew, alright. Let's do this thing. So remember, we suggest nicknames upon entering into the nickname screen. Nice, gotcha. See, I feel bad about, like, walking around with fainted Pokemon, like with Radicus. Just because with the experience share, you know, having a fainted Pokemon means that they are going to fall even further behind. So it's a kind of a self-reinforcing thing. Alright, let's hear the nicknames. Vera it is. There we go. Yeah, let's send to the box. Now, she may get her chance at some point, but okay, let's go heal Radicus, because I don't want Radicus to lose out on experience. I don't think there are any other dark types on that route. we've been saying that we'll probably go a while without catching any more, right? So maybe I should put someone else up front for a while. I want Radicus to get at least one good victory here. Why isn't he looking at me? Turn around, dude. Alright, so here's the Psyduck that, to this day, is not psychic. Oh man, is this my first stream in a post-Detective Pikachu world? So I'm not gonna lie, I now have a certain greater fondness for Psyduck than I did before. There we go. I have a feeling Radicus is very much looking forward to evolving. I think that will resolve at least some of the survivability issues. I think Radicus is pretty good though, Borax. It's like they're both good. So here's my spoiler-free review. Hello, Tomas. I'm good. I'm happy to see you. Here's my spoiler-free review of Detective Pikachu. It's pretty good. It's like it's an enjoyable film. I liked it. For Pete's sake. Do I have revives? I really don't want to walk all that way. I should start using repels. That's what I should do. Let's do that. Do I have repels? Okay. Good, I think Hao gives us stuff. Yeah, it's not like an amazing, groundbreaking piece of cinema, but it does what it does, and it does it pretty darn well. It is fun to watch. Alright, there we go. Repels. I guess now that we're not playing Let's Go Eevee, the Pokemon are not just on the overworld, we actually have to do more repel work to keep things moving at a decent pace. And if that means I'm a little underleveled, oh well. I can also grind off screen, because I can actually get experience from things other than catching in this game. Alright, let's see. Is Cottony frickin'... It shouldn't be Fairy type. Unless it was given Fairy type in 6th gen. Oh, it was, wasn't it? Alright, alright. Bring Squiddo for a peck. Just so that Donna isn't the one to do the floor cleaning. Alright, so what's happening out there in the world? It's been 2 weeks. Give me news. Give me what's hip. I'm gonna have to bring in Donna. Oops. So even these neutral Mega Drains are doing a little bit too much damage. So, is Song Festival like... That's not like Eurovision. That's a different thing, right? Don't miss doing, well, I've never done a 10-hour workday, but I've definitely felt that way. I actually had a somewhat long day yesterday in that the reason I was unable to stream yesterday is that I was asked to help chaperone a film screening at school. So I finally got to see Jumanji 2, Jumanji Harder, which is also a solid, enjoyable film that does what it does fairly all right. Is it Eurovision or is it like Eurovision? That's what I'm unclear on. So I feel like we just had Eurovision, didn't we? It is okay. It is. Is there more than one Eurovision a year, or am I just losing track of reality? Because both are possible. Yeah, all my knowledge of like exciting Europe events is that May 17th, so yesterday, was the Norwegian Constitution Day. So my sister-in-law is the title of that person. And my brother were sending like Snapchats of the festivities and preparations and whatnot. Anyway, this is the meadow. I should have just kept the rappel up. Oh, look at that frame rate struggling. There we go. Yeah, there's another place where, at least from certain camera angles, it looks like, cool, I guess. I never asked for this. At least from certain camera angles, it looks like the 3DS kind of struggles with all this foliage. So explain Eurovision to me, because my knowledge of it comes from basically every year a Twitter thread showing ridiculous costumes, and I think someone last year did the Ginyu Force? Yeah, I think that happened. So is it a competition that someone wins, or is it just kind of a everybody shows up and does a thing kind of thing? And it looks like there's some element of like patriotism to it, like people work their flags and whatnot into. What's up? Oh, it's a furfro. These things are bulky, if I recall. They've got thick fur or something that helps them take less damage. Jeez. Yeah, let's see if I can poison it, and that'll help kind of get around the defenses. And is it like held in a different place each year, or? Oh, it's the finale. Okay. Let's see how this goes. It's not doing much good, but oh, come on. Okay, alright. That's a fun way of doing it. Yeah, again, I actually don't remember the the original game super well. Team Skull was still very much present on the first island in the original, right? Man. Yeah, this is a little bit of a difficult fight. I guess I just don't really have anyone who's particularly strong defensively. Um, 18, 19, 22, 18, 20, 17, yeah. Man, I guess Donna's the bulkiest that we have, which is weird. Okay, I think she can live one more hit. There we go. Topsy-turvy. What is that? Nah. Okay, acid spray doesn't seem like a great idea, because it's special and Gertrude is a physical attacker. But it is also a stab poison move, so I'm gonna forget Harden, just in case. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that, Hedgie, before the stream, because it seems like, is it just you need to activate a flag somewhere on this half of the island to proceed, or can I just go back to the somewhere else and just talk to Ilma and do that thing? Or not Ilma. Could I just walk straight back to Iki Town and talk to the Kahuna and do the thing going around the other side? Let's go this way. Yeah, that way. Oh, they're talking about ultra wormholes, I think. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay. Yeah, so it was more optional the first time around. Okay. Obviously have to explore everything else before talking to Nebby. Oh, there's an exit. Oh man, I'm probably gonna need to spend a fair amount of money on repels, huh? Seems like they run out pretty quick. Hi, Nebby. Bye, Nebby. And I'll probably need to come back here once I can surf, huh? Oh, is that a trainer over there I need to fight? I should do that. And I was just thinking about how I needed to heal, so I'm glad she did that now, before I did that. Oh, right. This whole thing. I don't think he has any new trick. Oh, I think he has a new trick. I think he only had 2 before. Yeah, I remember reading an internet web post at some point close to after the original Sun Moon release. Talking about how the first island is kind of way better designed than the others in terms of map layout and optional areas and interconnecting back on itself. And then I didn't actually like follow up by looking at maps and confirming that. But it seems like this map is kind of a circle. You start right by Iki Town, and then you loop around. And it's just kind of go in a circle around the island, which for a tutorial ain't bad. Oops. How's my special defense on various folks? Special defense 24, not bad. Again, Donna. I guess because Donna was originally a single stage evolution, that's why. But Gertrude is slightly better. Special defense wise, and not weak to electricity. Yeah, so Tomas, I've seen kind of the discussions on the interwebs about Sun Moon versus Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But the consensus I've seen is that in terms of sheer hashtag content, there's more to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. There's the Ultra Wormholes, there's Rainbow Rocket, there's more Pokemon to be able to catch. But for some folks who actually care about the story, the changes were a negative on that front. And that causes some people to much prefer the originals. And I would, having not seen the full thing of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I feel like I would care more about that than having hashtag all the content. So, like, there are 2 kinds of people. People who give a shit about the battle frontier and people who don't. And I don't. And, even though, not every game has the battle frontier, that distinction is kind of what separates the 2 parties. Cool, so I guess they just give you extra experience during that section instead of throwing an extra Pokemon or two in there? I don't know. I mean, I guess I appreciate that they want you to actually experience the benefits of Roto Boost so that you are more inclined to use it. Like, that makes sense. I see what they're doing there. I can only speak from my own experience and feel like I still don't really feel like using it. I was expecting her to change outfits at least, but okay. Guess that was her getting into character. So Oricorio here is, I think, a kind of neat Pokemon, and I wish it were a little bit better. In that basically, you can get it comes in 4 different types, and you can change the type of any given Oricorio by giving it a different colored nectar. Each nectar comes from each of the 4 islands, so you could theoretically, over the course of the game, have a constantly changing Oricorio, but then also figure out what you like best and settle on something by the end. Or you could flip around between battles. It can be neat and cool. Oricorio isn't actually very good, though. It's not actually that strong. And if I remember right, it doesn't actually get a whole lot of use out of kind of its stab capabilities. Like, it has the potential to change types and get stab on different types at different times. But if I remember looking at its moveset, it doesn't actually get access to a lot of stab moves of its various types. Yeah, let's forget Pursuit. Alright, does Radicus evolve at 18 or 20? My first guess was 16, but he just hit 16, so... Yeah, defensive changes just aren't as, like... I feel like aren't as interesting for a player, because you're not actively using them, you're only passively using them. And I feel like cool abilities are things that should be active, not passive. Most abilities, I feel like, benefit from being active, not passive. Like, I think about... This is maybe a strange connection. I think about some of the early Zelda games. Like, I want to say definitely original Legend of Zelda, possibly Link to the Past. No, Link to the Past in particular, actually, has this thing where your shield is passive. If you are not swinging your sword or using an item or whatever, your shield is up. And it always really bothered me that it was a passive thing. Because I hate not doing something to do something. Alright, maybe I will. And that's how I feel about Oricorio. It's like the shield in Link to the Past. I mean, I'm not really concerned about competitive. Competitive's like whatever. I haven't been competitive in 10 years, probably. I guess it's also that your first time playing through a Pokemon game, you don't necessarily know what to expect, and trainer Pokemon aren't always, like, themed by area, especially in later games, so it's not going to be like, this is the ground area with a whole bunch of hikers, because there's also going to be a bunch of ace trainers and, stuff like that. trainer rosters are a lot more diverse these days than they used to be, which makes predicting defensive typing in an Oricorio-like situation a little bit more difficult. Should probably put Percy up front soon. It's because, like, who have we fought on this route? I've already forgotten most of the things we fought, but there was, like, an Oricorio, there was a Growlithe, there's flying types dropping from the sky, there's been no type consistency on this route. So it would be difficult to make a reasoned preemptive decision with Oricorio typing. Not that you can do that at this point anyway, but... I almost wish it was something like, when you send it out, you choose what type it is, or something. Or if you did its special unique dance, that was a trigger that you could use to change its typing. Or something, I don't know. And then that change type persisted from battle to battle until you used the move again or something. I don't know, just something that, I don't know. I'm spitballing ideas here that will not ever be implemented. Sableye, that's part dark. 10 Carat Hill. Okay, we need a Tauros to get in there, right? I don't know if it's any more needlessly complicated than you have to get a limited supply item from each island that you visit. I mean, there are a lot of things in Pokemon that are kind of clunky, honestly. Yeah, there are a lot of things. Like, I wanted to like Oricorio. I still kind of like it. I just wish that its unique ability was more good. Okay, SOS exclusive. So I have to find a Carbink and have it call for SOS until Sableye shows up. That's something we could do maybe after the trial if we have time. American Truck Simulators just posted an announcement about Mount St. Helens. I don't actually own American Truck Simulator. I own Euro Truck Simulator. But if they got a Mount St. Helens update, I'd be freaking like, hell yeah. I might wait for a sale and then buy that. Why do I need an adrenaline orb? I don't remember what those do. Whoa. Alright, let's do the quick and easy way here. Okay. Ups the odds for the Pokemon to call for help by a lot. Where do I get an Adrenaline Orb? Alright, even if he roosts, won't help him. Hehehe. I feel like I should also find a way to get... okay, Biome Pokemon Center, awesome. I feel like I should get a paralyzing move on a Pokemon. That would make SOS chaining a lot easier. Because that way, once the thing that I want shows up, I can paralyze it and it won't call for anything more. Alright, and we're back to Route 1. Hello, Rockruff. Oh man, the most difficult puzzle. I don't think Peekaboo works on dogs, but... what if I just keep doing this? To the left, to the left. I'm alternating here so that I don't get dizzy. Nope, it likes left. I feel like I'm putting in a cheat code. Okay. That's a right turn. That's a right turn. Do I get something out of this? You can pet the dog in Pokemon Ultra Moon, though. Alright. Alright, I'm out of here. A trainer. This guy's probably way weaker than me, and it's not even worth it. How did I run out of repels? I'm gonna leave that youngster unfought for the entire game, and then I'll come back after the Elite Four and be like, "Hello, little child." visiting home here. Cool, now I have an even 40 again. That pleases me more than it probably should. Alright, so we're heading back to Iki Town for the Grand Trial. Right, and then we'll get a Tauros, and we'll maybe see if we can track down a Sableye. I don't remember what the Kahuna has at all. Alright, let's see if I can one-shot it with a fake out. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Worth it. There's an item over there. Hey, I remember these things. And I'm only just now realizing they're like a way less terrible Diggersby. They pull off the fluff look a lot better. And they're both rabbits. Huh. Man, I really hope they remake Gen 4 for the Switch. Because I want to play through that again, but at like a reasonable speed. Yeah, but a Diggersby with any sort of ability breaks my heart, because I don't like Diggersby. It's very rare for me to have a Pokemon that I straight up dislike. I don't even feel that way about Garbodor. I dislike Diggersby. Oh man, Donna's just gonna be the one to kick their ass. Alright, Donna. Let's do this thing. Alright, I don't remember the music for Kahuna battles, but it's probably pretty good. I like this interlude. This is unnerving. This feels like a villain boss battle. There we go. just so much stronger than everyone else. They'll all catch up eventually, but... Oh, amazing! They got a hit in. It toughed it out. I wonder if it toughed it out specifically so that it could use its Z move. I genuinely wonder if the game forced it to survive so that it could do this. Because that was also a crit. Yeah, the game forced it to survive so it could show off the Z-move mechanic. You cannot convince me otherwise. Because, like, I can't think of any other mathematical way that could have happened. If you say you've one-shotted Crabala before, maybe he used a Z-move on one of his other Pokemon? I don't know, weird. Alright, and that is our first grand trial complete. We're totally 25% of the way through the game, guys. Oh, 35, golly, why would we even be close to that? Alright, it's Tauros time. So yeah, the ride Pokemon mechanic is one of the few things in this game that I think is an absolute win. Is that the line from the movie? Basically, no more HMs. You can just call some random Pokemon from out of the ether. Haha, ether. And you can do whatever you need to do. And there's a convenient shortcut system. So, hey, I like riding Tauros more than I like riding a bike. I'm not gonna lie. And the Tauros specifically, there's a momentum aspect to charging that I think is fun to play with. Ooh, and that'll be good for catching things. Except Sableye specifically. Yeah, having two surf Pokemon is a little weird. I think maybe with different framing, like one is a leisurely ride, and one is like, oh yeah, sweet tricks. All right. Hold on. Let's set up the shortcut. All right. So not only can you use like press Y, pick from a list immediately, you can also set 4 quick shortcuts to the D-pad, which is a great mechanic that I'm very afraid they will not keep for Sword and Shield. All right, yeah. Still need to worry about those repels. Hey, it's a Bonsly. That's cute. So yeah, this is a fun little thing that I don't think they really do much later on, is having like full side areas of Route 1 with stronger Pokemon. It's kind of like, you know, having a small little thing accessible by surf only, but it's with breaking rocks instead of surfing, so it feels different. All right, so let's stop by the Pokemon Center. Let's maybe buy Adrenaline Orb. Are they consumable? Should we buy more than one? Definitely want to buy more repels, though. I don't see an Adrenaline Orb. Do I need to talk to him again to update the inventory again? Yeah, maybe it's the second trial. Oh well, we can do Carbink now. Are Carbink themselves rare is a question I have. Three. Ooh, that's a ways off. And I'm not sure I can live with myself knowing that there are Sableye just waiting to be caught. So how rare are Carbink and how rare are Sableye in that SOS chain? Because Carbink could be a pain in the ass to beat reliably, in which case I would probably want to wait until I'm stronger and can one-shot them. So they're like Rock Fairy, and I'm dark, so. Oh no. Howdy, Callie. I don't know who Puffin is. But I guess I'm being attacked. First route on the next island? Okay. Oh no, now I have to, like, have a standard of quality and entertainment now that more people are watching. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think we should probably wait until I can handle the Carbink a little bit easier. So, Callie, we have cleared Route 3 and cleared the Grand Trial, and I think we're just about to head to the second island. They suggested we go to the photo club, but I'm not sure that's actually worth doing. Yeah, so... yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Hi, Puffin. I don't actually know who you are, but thank you for sending people my way. Yeah, let's head to the... there's a sticker. We gotta get the sticker. I'm not sure how to get the sticker, though. It's behind the police station. Okay. Oh, there we go. Awesome. So yeah, for all you newcomers who are raiding in, I'm mostly retired and basically stream once a week for funsies. If this seems like something that is interesting or fun to you to watch, which is like half of it is me asking questions. Hey, do you know this thing that you can look up on Bulbapedia? Oh, do I have to Mantine surf there? All right. I remember. So I did, back when I first played this for that brief period of time, I did enjoy the Mantine surfing, and I don't know if it was just like I want to. Oh, I have to go to the photo club. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know if it was just like kind of my desire to get perfect runs of things. Yeah, we're gonna wait on Sableye until we have Adrenaline Orb and hopefully something to paralyze, and just until we're able to clear out, like, defeat Carbink easier. Hopefully none of those will take too long. Isn't this the photo club? Am I mistaken? I lost my train of thought. Oh, with the Mantine Surf. I remember enjoying Mantine Surf. I don't know if that was just my desire to get a perfect run and high score and, like, no fails, no flops, or if it was actually enjoyable. Is Tourist Bureau the photo club? Where is it? Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for indicating that on my map. I guess I've talked trash about how much I think the map is useless in this game, and here I am ignoring its usefulness, so. Okay, this one. Here we go. Okay, I can kind of be into this. Who do I want to pose? All right, Tomas, thanks for being here. Let's see. Let's go with... okay, gotta be someone in the party. Zippy hasn't gotten any action today, so let's do the photo with Zippy. There we go. Can I change the pose of all? Okay, there we go. See you, Tomas. Okay, flip this switch, and your Pokemon performance actions used in battle. Or I'm playing Q with you. Oh, I skipped some of those tutorials, oh well. Kind of like the battle ones. Can I change the angle at all? Or is it just those two angles that I chose from? Oh no, did you blink? Zippy, you blinked. Oh, no. I think it's the most interesting pose we have, so let's go with it. Yeah, I feel like the Gen 6 like promo video thing was more dynamic and interesting. Okay, let's do that. Okay, both of them together. Oh, that just looks like I'm being violent towards my friend. I don't want that. Eh. Yeah, maybe if I had more patience and we're not currently streaming, I might play around with that a little bit more. But it seems very limited. Oh man, I do not look forward to sitting through Festival Plaza tutorials. Okay, I've done the photo booth thing. Can I go Mantine Surf now? Okay, there we go. Hey, you got a couple levels. But the boat... Yeah, I was noticing... I wasn't sure if I was just imagining a frame rate drop there, because it didn't seem like a place where there should be, but... And Nebby wants to go Mantine surfing. Alright. Let's go do this thing. If I were playing on my own, I would probably go on Rock Smash Rocks I'd seen on previous routes, but at this time, I'm just going to move forward. Let things go as they will. This is true. That's a very good point, Callie. I do want more clothes and potentially better pants. I've already got a fine Rattata. I don't need your Raticate, son. So that's the mechanic by which you get totem Pokemon, right? Alright. Let's do this thing. Let's surf! So if I recall correctly, if you Mantine Surf more and more, you'll get more and more poses and tricks that you can do. So it's one of those things that opens up as you do it more, but means that the first couple of times through might not be as thrilling as it can actually get, if I recall correctly. Okay. Alright, you ready to watch the squid totally beef it? Okay. Speed moving forward. Okay, right up the face of the wave. When you reach the lip. Okay, so like drop back down. Okay, climb, drop down, climb, drop down. Yeah, this is pretty good water. There we go. Alright. Cool. And we got gaining momentum style there. It's the highest point of the wave or the lip. Circle pad to the right, launch into the air. So is that just like continuing the climbing slide? Like if I just keep going, don't turn back? Yeah, so build momentum. Once you've got a lot of momentum, go off the side. Right? And then eventually I will have more poses that I can do while I'm airborne, I believe. There we go. Circle pad in any direction to spin and twist, twist and shout. Okay, the faster you're going, the more airtime you'll have, the more tricks you can fit in. And it's a matter of how many tricks are you willing to risk so you can still land properly, I assume. Okay. And yeah, I'll earn more tricks as I go. There we go. Okay, start another spin before it disappears, you'll earn an even higher score. Cool. I don't like that I have to, like, build up all the momentum and whatnot again each time for each step of this tutorial. I know it forces you to actually learn the sequence of events, but it sure is a pain in the butt. Okay. I'll do a Gorbis spiral this time. There we go. All right. So, now the idea is to gain as many points as we can before we reach the next island. And I probably will not talk much while I'm doing this. Ooh, that's a tall wave. Look at that. Whoops. Oh, man. So that's how they get you. That's how they trick you. You start leaning in to descend the wave before you've actually landed, and it thinks you're trying to pull off another trick. So you gotta make sure you land solidly before you go. Which I feel like kind of disrupts the flow a little bit, but it's alright. It's not like this is a Tony Hawk's Pro surfboarder, so they're not super experienced with this. Ah! And you can actually see the island approaching. That's pretty cool. So I played Tony Hawk games when I was young on the N64, when I was a young lad. I don't think I was any good at them. Oh, come on, I thought that was good enough. Are there no tricks that use the face buttons later on in the game? Are they all circle pad tricks? There we go. They're all circle patch. Man, that's a missed opportunity. Alright, that wasn't too bad a run. A couple bails, but that wasn't too bad. Oh, I'll bet there's a prize at 20,000, isn't there? It's definitely a prize at 20,000. It's taking all of my restraint to not look up what all the various prizes are. I'm almost certain there's one at 25,000. At first I thought he was wearing blue socks, and I was like, why are you wearing blue socks? Oh, did I win anyway? Oh, I get it. They're BP. Because they're beach points. Yeah, so I think Mantine Surf is something that I could very easily get very absorbed in. Okay, still gotta beat what's it, Guzma. At least I'm better than frickin' Samson. Howdy, Norse. Glad you can make it. You just missed our sweet tricks. Let's see, is there anything I can get for 6 BP? Nope. Nope, there's not. I'd have to go at least one more time. Oh, Water Pulse. There were some pretty sick flips. Nah, man. I thought maybe... Oh, wait, Percy can. Yeah, Percy can. I don't know how useful it'll be, but let's get something on Percy. Let's get Water Pulse on Percy. Heck, might be good against Carbink. All right. Let's check out the rest of the beach here. Yeah, and I think Didn't I put Water Pulse on Meow/Persian and Leaf Green versus Blue? Oh, I'm forgetting her name. Katrina. Didn't I have Water Pulse on Katrina? Yeah. It's good coverage. Take this letter and give it to the person who loves dancing and Corsola, who lives on Akala Island. She should be singing the song she wrote together with Corsola. Oh, I'm not going to take the letter, I'm just going to take the heart scale to her? Okay. I will try to remember that week to week. Okay, let's check in with How, just make sure I'm not missing some vital trigger. You know what? This is at least a better explanation than today we are standing here. Someday we will not be standing here. Is that a frame rate drop in the middle of town? Come on. I mean, I like the group that was dancing. There was a dancing barricade, if I remember right. I think anyone who can't handle his beautiful magnificent chest should just leave. I think that's right. If you can't handle the fire, get out of the kitchen, or something like that. Speaking of cooking, so let's see, if I remember right, this island has the grass, fire, and water trials. There's Mallow, Kiawe, and the third one. It's interesting that they saved the classic triangle of trials for the second island, rather than the first. But I guess they didn't want the first island to feel too intimidating with 3 trials. I would love to try to cosplay the professor. Alright. So is there indeed a clothing shop in this town? Number 1 priority. Gotta find it. Oh, that looks like clothes. Okay, so I might need to sell a couple things before I go shopping, just so I have enough money. So I might pop by the Pokemon Center first. Yeah, it's rough. That's a rough frame rate. I would say, gosh, I hope they port this game to the Switch, but please don't do that. Let's do something more worthwhile. Alright, let's go sell some stuff at the Pokemon Center. I think I got at least a star piece or two. Yeah, so I feel like the polish on Let's Go Eevee was pretty good. I don't remember any major issues other than that one text error that I pointed out. Yeah. But I don't remember major frame rate issues. There we go. That should do us for money business. Do you have any good TMs? Nah. Yeah, the X items are barely worth any money, is the thing. I'm not sure it's even worth the time to sell them, especially now that I'm already over here. Alright, top priority is pants, second priority is hats. This is the best option, I think. If I were to go with these, which I'm not against, I would need a different top to go with them. These are god-awful, though. I can't believe they're the most expensive item. I could go a full sporty sludge look. What if I did that? Doesn't look like there's any sludge shoes. Whoops. How do I rotate the camera? I'm using L&R. Yeah, I think full sludge look is what we should go for. Maybe some glasses if we can pull something off. Alright, anything we can do glasses wise? These are all thick rimmed. Don't love them. I feel like the thick rims, they just can't pull them off with this 240p resolution. How's the backpack? What back do we have now? Yeah, that's fine. The backpack's fine. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll do this. There we go. I'm feeling this more. Yeah. All right. So let's see. I think progress is over by the hotel there. And I guess I can't even go get that sticker. Yeah, the pants might look good with the default shirt, but I'd say let's go full sludge for the time being, at least. Just to represent. And heck, let's put Gertrude up front to complete the aesthetic. And here we go. This is the part where they finish 6th gen. Yeah, the shoes are a little bit off. I feel like I want some black shoes if I can find them. But, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I do kind of like these two. I think they're fun and funny. And I like that they've retained some semblance of personality between games. Glaceon. Don't have anything great for this, I don't think. But it looks like she doesn't either. Oh, do they have different Pokemon between versions? Is the Ultra Sun version? Huh, why? It's interesting that in Ultra Sun she would have an Espeon, but here she would have a Glaceon and not an Umbreon. Seems like they went halfway with that. Thanks, fam. Okay, so that sort of doesn't really solve the issue. Like, it makes sense that you'd fight one or the other depending on the version. Howdy, Empoleon Master. Like, I understand fighting one or the other in the different versions. I just understand why Espeon and Glaceon. I think they already had Dexio's shirt, at least, in the original Sun Moon. So I remember that you could buy the Alolan Executor shirt. You with somebody, Starmie? I love this pot. I don't quite understand it, but I love it. I would expect, like, a Bulbasaur flower pot, not a Spheal flower pot. You know, the Pokemon that literally has a plant growing out its back. Mawile supremacy. Mawile's the best. Oh hey, I didn't even make that connection until it was already solved. I guess because I was expecting her to be dancing. That's neat. Okay, so there is somebody in the hotel who I should talk to. I have to explore. I sure hope that's in some way related to his struggle. That was a pretty good load time. I was expecting that to be longer. Oh man, I have to check all the rooms too. Ugh. Snorlium, Munium, Marshadium. Yes, as you know, all penguins have the ability to turn their beaks into drills. Oh, this is who you wanted me to find. I love that his idle talk sound is a dinging noise. Well, that's neat. I guess some form of black and white occurred in this universe. So that's cool. I'm not doing this again. Goodbye. If they just said acupuncture, I would have bought it. Yeah, I'm not... I already spent enough time fiddling around with that Rockruff. That came out wrong. Not doing it again with Corsola. That just raises further questions. I mean, that's almost a rational response to some unannounced person coming into your hotel room. Oh man, that seems like something that I should do. I did not actually say of Corsola, but that would have been good. Alright, so should I hunt down some old people or start on the next route? Or grab a sticker. Hee. I guess we're hunting down old people. You're not the old person I'm looking for. I don't know what the prize is, but it just seems like the right thing to do. You're not that old, are you? Oh, hold on, we gotta get this. Sort of. Oh, there we go. Kinda. Like, are you talking about number of species? Or are you talking about the sheer number of individual Pokemon that exist? Because those are two very different questions. What are those? Am I going insane, or are those not Pokemon that exist? Because I don't know those names. There we go. That's what I thought. Are they French? I don't know. I do not know the truth behind those names. Okay, they're the French names of Stuffle and Rockruff. Okay. I guess maybe I could have deduced the French part from the Norse and... Oh man, I'm not just talking to old people, I'm talking to young people too? Alright, there's only one more. If she's young, how is she... like... Okay. Are you the final friend? Did you make an agreement with an old man 30 years ago? Okay, that makes sense. That's a useful... Does that mean that you've memorized all the names of all the Pokemon in both English and French? Because that would be really impressive. Better get a Mewtwo out of this or something. That is extremely impressive. My puny brain is leaking out a little bit and can't even get those, can't even get the 812 or whatever. Like, there's still a couple Gen 7 Pokemon and even Gen 6 Pokemon that I think I'm a little shaky on. Guess the one good thing about them adding fewer per generation these days. So I guess this lady has mastered the use of Hamon or something? Hamon? So that's the only reasonable explanation I can think of. That or plastic surgery, which I think is what was implied there. This is actually Lusamine in disguise. So I got a revive that will make my Pokemon hate me. Is that right? Yeah, it's a max revive. I think adding fewer is a combination of a couple things. One, oh hey, it's Chinchou lamps. That's cool. And actually, the flower arrangements themselves kind of look like Hoppips. So I think it's partly quality over quantity. Probably also like as technology's gotten more advanced and we have to make 3D models and stuff instead of basic sprites and animate them and all. It's a greater workload to add more, and they just have to save ideas for the next generation too, probably. It's like when last big batch of Pokemon that were added was Gen 5, and even a lot of those were basically copies almost of Gen 1 Pokemon. So like they took, okay, we've got a 3-stage rock evolutionary line where the last one is a traded Pokemon just like Geodude line, and now we're doing it, but it's Roggenrola. And then they did same thing with Chop into Girder, Zubat into Woobat, and stuff like that. So that was a way for them to save on ideas and whatnot. So I think it's a number of factors. Anyway, I think this is probably a good place to wrap up, because I'm not going to finish Route 4 in the next 10 minutes, and I try to keep these around 2 hours. So thank you for watching. Hello to everyone who's tuned in for the first time today. I hope to maybe see you again. I usually stream Friday afternoons. This was kind of an unusual time, just because I had stuff going on yesterday. But I had fun. We're here on Route 4 on the second island, Akala Island, and we will continue on our adventure next time. So, till then, thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Aloha!